Hey everyone, so recently I was reorganizing my game collection and started to realize that the Nintendo Switch spines, this solid red color, just wasn't all that interesting to look at. The faces of the games are fun, of course, with colorful art, but the spines are just this plain old red with this uniform white font. Looking at my other games like my PS4 games and even my 3DS cases, I really preferred the spines to have a little bit more flavor depending on the series or the game. So I decided to give my Switch games an overhaul. This is really easy to do and free, you just need a printer. Luckily for anyone interested in updating their Switch spines, there is an entire subreddit where people generously design and create fun new spines based on all kinds of games. They also allow people to make special requests for games that don't already have one pre-made on the subreddit, and someone will take your request and make one just for you. These spine designs are offered for free for personal use only. You simply have to search the games you're wanting in the search bar and look for the specific posts, and then save the images that you want for your own games. A Reddit user by the name The Cosmic Collector actually uploaded a great tutorial to help people size and print out their spines, which I will link down in the description. This tutorial is really easy to follow and super helpful. Now to get started with my own spines, after saving all the images I wanted to use, I had to then size them up so I could print as many as possible on one page. I used Photoshop to do this, but any image editing software should work. You could probably also use a Word document so long as you're able to control the size of the image. For my spines, I created my base canvas of 11 inches by 8.5 inches, the size of a standard sheet of paper. I chose 300 DPI because that's what worked best with my printer and some of the smaller details on these images, but 72 DPI or higher would work just fine. From there, I made a second canvas in the size of my Switch spines, which was about 16.2 centimeters by 1 centimeter. Filling it with a solid color, I copied that color and pasted it as many times as I could onto my paper-sized canvas so I could print multiple spines in one go with as little waste as possible. Once I had my canvas prepped, all I needed to do from there was paste in my spine images I'd saved from Reddit. I locked each image to the different blue templates I previously put on the paper and resized them to fit. For extra accuracy, I placed a ruler line so that I could be sure I was lining up the Nintendo Switch logo on the top of the spines. That way, when they're all on my shelf, they look nice and uniform. Once I had my sheet all filled up, I sent it to the printer. I used a high quality white paper that's 28-pound weight, but if you have access to a matte photo paper, that would probably look even better. I think mine printed out very nicely though with this paper and a high image quality selected in the settings. After printing everything out, I began the painstaking task of cutting all of these apart. Luckily, I had a paper cutter, which took some of the work away, but you can absolutely just use regular scissors to do this part. It's hard to be completely exact with a paper cutter like that, so I did go back in and use scissors to clean up as much white as I could off of these. The white is really going to stand out once you put these in your cases, so try to get it as accurate as you can. This project was low-key, kind of therapeutic and relaxing. It was super easy to just fall into the monotony of it. I put on some good lo-fi in the background and just kept cutting. I had so many of these to do that I just completely lost track of time. And once everything was cut out and cleaned up how I wanted it, I just had to slide my new spines into the cases and line them up. And once you have all of your cases updated, you can look at them side by side and just see a massive difference. Honestly, I think all of the extra little tedious work to get this done was so worth it. They look so cool, and there's just this extra touch of character to them that you can see a lot more easily than those solid red spines from before. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Do you prefer the red spines, or do you prefer these more graphic design, cover matching designs? Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.